everybody? Welcome back to Jag Fantasy. I'm your host, Gianni Zolo, and I'm going to win you your fantasy league. Alright, we're just going to jump right into the start and sits, and right now I'm only going over the 3 Thanksgiving games coming up. So we got the Texans versus the Lions, we've got the Cowboys versus the Washington football team, and we've got the Steelers versus the Ravens. So my first start this week is DAndre Swift versus the Texans. He'll be returning from injury after Adrian Peterson started last week. DAndre Swift has looked like one of the most promising rookies heading down the back half of the season here, and the Texans defense is awful, especially their run defense. It's not good, so thinking Swift will have a big day for himself. And another young running back, we got Antonio Gibson versus the Cowboys. That Cowboys defense is just as bad as the Texans defense that I just spoke about. And Gibson's a young running back. He's a tough runner. He should have a good day. And I got 3 more receivers to start. I got Brandon Cooks versus the Lions. So him and Deshaun Watson have seemed to found their chemistry as of late. And Randall Cobb went down with an injury last week against the Patriots. So that should see Brandon Cooks' production skyrocket for the most part. It's really just him and Will Fuller as their receivers at this point. My next start, I have CeeDee Lamb versus the Washington football team. I understand that Washington has a good defense all around, run defense, pass defense, but they're going to have to worry about Amari Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott instead of CeeDee Lamb. So I think CeeDee Lamb's going to have another big day like he did against the Vikings. And my last start, I have Marvin Jones versus the Texans. Marvin Jones is a touchdown machine, and he loves scoring touchdowns on Thanksgiving. It's his favorite thing to do, so I'm expecting 1-2 touchdowns. Easy. Alright, and my sits for this week, like I was talking about earlier about CeeDee Lamb, how you should start him, I said you should sit Amari Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott. I just think that football team's defense is going to key in on Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott, and I think they're good enough to maybe not completely shut them down, but keep them in check for a lot of the game, and I think that's going to leave CeeDee Lamb open, as I said. So Amari Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott, I don't think you should start either of them this week. I just think it's a bad play. And I have 3 running backs to sit. I have James Conner versus the Ravens. In my opinion, that O-line for the Steelers is too good, and that passing game is way too good and has way too many weapons for James Conner to see a lot of production. And even if he does see a lot of carries, he's playing a very good Ravens defense, and I'm not sure how that's going to fare for him. Another running back is J.D. McKissic versus the Cowboys. So that's actually Antonio Gibson's backup, and he's been getting a lot of catches out of the backfield. They love targeting him on quick little swing routes or screen passes, whatever it may be. But I think Gibson's going to have a big day. I don't think this is a J.D. McKissic game in any way. And my last sit is Gus Edwards versus the Steelers. So the 2 running backs that normally start for the Ravens are both on the COVID list. It's Mark Ingram and Gus Edwards. Nope, I'm wrong. Mark Ingram and J.K. Dobbins. So Gus Edwards is actually going to get the start, and although he may see a lot of carries, like I said with James Conner, the Steelers defense going up against Gus Edwards, that defense is way too good in my opinion, and I don't think Gus Edwards is good enough. And in my opinion, if I'm the Ravens, I think I'm just running the ball with Lamar Jackson instead of giving the ball to Gus Edwards. And my 3 winners this week, only the 3 games for Thanksgiving. In my opinion, these are pretty easy. I should be right on all these. I got the Washington football team edging out the Dallas Cowboys. I got the Houston Texans beating the Detroit Lions in Detroit. They're going to go in and spoil their Thanksgiving. And I have the Steelers moving to 11-0 over the Baltimore Ravens. Thank you guys for watching Jag Fantasy, and we will see you guys next week, hopefully back here with a W.